us think about insurance as a necessary evil, something that we gotta have but don't really want to spend money on. We have homeowners insurance because our mortgage company says we have to. We have auto coverage because the state requires it. Now we have health insurance because the Affordable Care Act penalizes us if we don't. So what about health insurance and what about life insurance? Well, you don't have it, or should you? Well, we're going to find out. Insurance specialist Dave Beck of Egan, Berger Weiner LLC is here today to help us think this through. So welcome, Dave. And tell me, do we need life insurance?
Well, the answer is definitely maybe. Some of us do, some of us don't. It really comes down to, does somebody lose something when I die? If there's no loss to anybody at my death financially, then I don't need to insure that risk. There's nothing there. Nobody's losing anything, so there's no reason to have life insurance to protect that. Okay,
so that's how we determine it. But life insurance shouldn't make you worth more dead than alive. That becomes a scandal on a TV show.
Yes.
So how do you determine how much?
Well, you start looking at, I mean, there's various methods to do it. There's income replacement, how much money am I losing, and, factoring that into time frames.
Right.
But the life insurance needs to be part of an overarching financial plan. The plan ultimately will dictate, how much life insurance you need, because most of the software now will be able to incorporate death at a certain age, whether it be immediately or even 10, 15, 30, 40, 50 years into the future. So
that software is something like you kind of fill out the blanks so you can...
It is, but it's got to be, it's not as simple as saying, okay, well, I put it into a piece of software and it tells me, do I need life insurance? Because it's a little bit, some needs for insurance are less obvious, maybe a little more subtle than others.
All right. Now tell me, is there such thing as having too little insurance or too much, and is it a problem? I would assume there is a problem if you have too little.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem if you have too little, because now if you die, your survivors essentially have a mandated change in their lifestyle. They have to reduce out of financial necessity. Having too much life insurance, while not a problem necessarily, it's not necessarily wise to be paying for coverage that I don't truly need, because I shouldn't be, truly worth dead more than alive.
Right. That's good to know. All right. So again, what constitutes the need for life insurance?
Well, we went over that, somebody loses something when I die. Like with myself where I'm working, okay, my wife is going to need my income at my death. So there has to be this life insurance pool to support my family. But there's other needs, such as if I have a special needs child, that they need to be taken care of for at my death, or my estate taxes, business uses of life insurance like buy-sell agreements. Sometimes in closely held family businesses, you need it to equalize out inheritance, where only one child's going to enter into the business. Estate planning. There's a host of other reasons for life insurance outside of just replacement of income.
So obviously we want to sit down and go over all of these reasons with you to see what we need, how much we need, why we need it, if we need it at all.
Right. It's got to be part of your plan. That's the thing here, is that you have to understand that it's part of a planning process, not just life insurance in a vacuum.
Gotcha. All right. Finally, what if we want to buy more insurance than your insurance agent believes you need?
Well, then you can have the discussion.
Yeah.
Personally, I will, normally the clients will go along with it when I tell them you don't need that much life insurance, but I have had, beneficiaries and clients both tell me I don't want to ever work again at, my husband's or wife's death, but that's just not, it's just not good planning.
Right, not good planning. All right, that's why we should listen to you.
My opinion.
There you go. You're the one that tells us what to do. All right, well, thank you, Dave. We appreciate you coming in today and want to wish you a happy holiday season.
Thank you.
And this has been very enlightening, of course, and the holidays are definitely a good time to consider what it means to give to our loved ones. For more information, visit ebwllc.com and ebwfinancialnews.com. Thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stick with us. We'll have more of Let's Talk Live right after the break.